what was Yahshua doing, before his ministry work, and we worked our way up um, to the point of his baptism, and then he went out in the ministry. But I figured we'll want to know what did he study? What did he study? What was his knowledge of the word before he went out in the ministry work, you know what I'm saying? And completed his mission. So let's jump right back into the scriptures where we was at yesterday. Luke 10, 25, I believe. Luke 10, 25. Let's go ahead and read back over it and see a certain one learned in the Torah stood up trying him, saying, "Teacher, what shall I do to inherit everlasting life?" And he said to him, "What has been written in the Torah? How do you read it?" So apparently Yahshua read the Torah because he asked him what has been written in the Torah. So he knows what's in the Torah. And he answering said, "You shall love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart, with all your being, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." Does that sound familiar? It was in the Torah, right? The Torah is what? The first 5 books of the Bible, right? It's the Torah. In 28, and he said to him, "You have answered rightly. Do this and you shall live." Okay? Now, if you look behind me, right, in the background is the timeline of when the Bible was written. In first 5 books, Genesis, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Exodus, right? Those are the first 5 books. That's considered the Torah. So a lot of law, statute, commandments are in those books. But up until the time Yahshua was crucified, I believe that he read all of those books, right? Plus more that ain't here, right? The lost books, right? He read all those books in his ministry, right? Let's go back to scripture. Let's go see what the commandments was. Moshe, right? Let's go to the Torah. Let's go see what Moshe, Hebrew word for Moses, right? Let's go to Exodus 20. See what he got to say. And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, "I am Yahweh, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house of slavery." Sound familiar? "You have no other mighty ones against my face. You do not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of that which is in the heavens above, or which is in the earth beneath, or which is in the water, or which is in the waters under the earth." Right? Under the earth. Let's keep going. "You do not bow to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh, your Elohim, am a jealous El, visiting the crookedness of the fathers on the children, on the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing kindness to thousands, to those who love me and guard my commands. Right? To thousands, not millions, not billions, thousands. It's not many who love him and guard his commands. Right? Ain't many. Moving on. You do not bring the name of Yahuwah your Elohim to naught, because Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to naught, to ruin. Right? He ain't gonna leave him unpunished. Ain't gonna leave you unpunished. Remember the Sabbath day to set it apart. Remember the Sabbath day to set it apart. 6 days you labor and shall do all your work. But on the seventh day is a Sabbath to Yahuwah your Elohim. You do not do any work, nor your sons, nor your daughters, nor your male servants, nor your female servants, your cattle, nor the stranger who is within your gates. Right? Shall do no work, right? For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth and the sea and all that's in them, and rested on the seventh day. Therefore, Yahuwah blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart. Respect your father and your mother, so that your days are prolonged upon the soil which Yahuwah your Elohim is giving you. Right? You do not murder. You do not commit adultery. You do not steal. You do not bear false witness against your neighbor. You do not covet your neighbor's house. You do not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his donkey, nor his ox, nor his donkey, or whatever belongs to your neighbor. You don't look to take it, to steal it, plot against it. And all the people saw the thunders and the lightning and the flashes and the sound of the ram's horn on the mountain smoking. And the people saw it and they trembled and stood at a distance. And Moshe and said to Moshe, you speak with us, and we hear, but let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And they were scared, right? And Moshe said to the people, do not fear, for Elohim has come to prove you, and in order that his fear be before you, so that you do not sin. So he came like that to show the people how real it was, right? And for them to not sin. That's why he try to put the fear on you. He ain't putting the fear on you for you not to want to talk to him or be in his presence, right? Put the fear on you so you won't sin, okay? So you'll follow his commandments, his laws, his statutes, what he say to do and what not to do, correct? The law is the whole New Testament, okay? The law is the whole New Testament. And it's a reason why I wanted to go this route, because a lot of people say since Yahshua died for us, that we're no longer under the laws of the Old Testament, right? Because he died for us, right? Okay. But what did he study? What did he live by? he lived by this. Now tell me why we shouldn't live by this. There's no reason. Excuses, because you don't love Yahuwah with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Do you even love Yahshua? As followers of Yahshua, do you love him? Are you really doing what he did when he came and died for us? An example, gave us an example of how we should walk. Are we really walking like Yahshua? Let's go to some more scripture. Let's go to Matthew 5. Let's go back to Matthew 5. Netanyahu, Hebrew word for Matthew 5. Netanyahu, Matthew 5. 17. Matthew 5:17. Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete. Let's read that again. Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete. Okay? Yahshua said himself that he did not come to destroy it, did not come to do away with it, or what the prophets have said. And I just showed y'all the timeline of when the Bible was written. You know, all of these books before Yahshua even was born, okay? He had a mom and a father, stepfather, but a father, right? That followed the Torah and everything that was said, the do's and don'ts, the word, right? Mary, Joseph, right? So he came up under them doing that. And this is what he was reading, right? The Old Testament, right? Reading the Old Testament, right? So why shouldn't we do this? Why shouldn't we do the same, right? Let's keep going with the script. For truly I'll say to you, till the heavens and the earth pass away, one jot or one title shall by no means pass from the Torah till it all be done. Let's read 19. Whoever then breaks one of these least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the reign of heavens. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the rings of heaven. So y'all go ahead and y'all keep on not teaching the Torah, not teaching the commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments. Y'all go ahead and keep not teaching it. Pastor, not teaching it. All y'all that got it figured out, learn once, huh? Go ahead. It's over and done with. Old Testament over and done with. Yahshua came to die for us. He died for us. We're forgiven. We're forgiven by his blood. Okay. But what about keeping the Sabbath day holy, huh? And set apart, huh? What about that? Oh, we ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that. It says it right here. Yahshua has said it out of his mouth. Whoever then breaks one of these least of these commands and teaches men so if you're teaching that you don't have to do these commandments, statutes, these laws, right? You shall be called least in the heavens. And whoever does teaches these, he should be called great. So, did Yahshua study? Yes, he did. What did he study? The Torah, the law, which is the Old Testament, the whole book, including books that's been left out. Facts. Facts. So now we know that Yahshua studied the Old Testament and that we should follow the laws, everything that Yah said to do and don't do, we should do. There's not one thing that we shouldn't do just because Yahshua died for us and we're forgiven under his blood. Right? The answer to today's question, did Yahshua study? Yeah, he studied. And we getting up to the point, where, what I'm saying, we trying to figure out, who we are as far as followers of Yahshua. And we got to do everything that he did and follow his lead. If we're true followers, we got to follow his lead, his exact every step. And where did he start? He started right here in the Old Testament. Whether or not you grew up around people of faith, it doesn't matter. Wherever you're starting off now is where I'm trying to get you to understand that you got to take that walk every step. Let's take the step and start reading the Old Testament. Let's dig deep into the laws and the things that Yah, the do's and don'ts. And let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's only one way to do it, And that's the true way, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to leave off with that. Don't let nobody teach you wrong and steer you in the wrong direction. I mean, it's clearly stated in the last scripture, that to those that's teaching, you know, to not do these laws, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be punished. So we know it's people that's teaching not to do them laws, not to do them things. Don't worry about the Sabbath day. Don't worry about doing this and that because you're forgiven. No, 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 no.